For decades, making a movie required millions of dollars, vast crews, and access to a heavily gated studio system. Even with those resources, the traditional process gets bogged down by universal bottlenecks. Writers hit creative walls, casting directors struggle to find chemistry, and production delays can bleed a budget dry before a single frame is shot. To clear those hurdles early, screenwriters are now using platforms like ChatGPT to brainstorm dialogue and untangle complicated plotlines. This diagram shows how the software scans a script, identifies the narrative nodes, and maps the story structure to suggest creative resolutions in seconds. The algorithm isn't writing the story, it acts as a rapid collaborator. It shaves hours off the development cycle so human writers can focus on character and nuance. Once the script is locked, the logistics begin. But before physical production starts, data analysis takes over the backend. This model shows how studios predict hits. Feeding historical trends into the algorithm projects a financial success curve before sets are built. Notice the shift when casting data is added, plotting past performance against compatibility to recommend an optimized cast. That same logic handles the schedule and the budget. The system maps out the most efficient shooting order to identify potential delays and keep the production on track. If algorithms are influencing the script, the cast, and the daily schedule, we have to ask if the chaotic magic of filmmaking is being engineered out of the process. To answer that, we need to step onto the set. Historically, a soundstage like this was a blank canvas that required massive physical construction. Now, using tools like Unreal Engine, a bare floor can instantly dissolve into a photorealistic jungle. Directors shoot live actors within AI-generated virtual environments. Even the cameras on these sets act as an AI assistant director. These smart cameras track the action to dynamically adjust framing, pull focus, and execute complex movements without human operators. The production phase is no longer bound by physical staging. The soundstage operates as a reactive simulation that adapts instantly to the director's instructions. In the editing room, AI transforms post-production from a manual crawl into an automated sprint by identifying the best takes and syncing audio. Take rotoscoping, the tedious process of isolating elements frame by frame. This glowing vector outline now automatically snaps to and tracks the actor's silhouette. Offloading repetitive tasks gives VFX artists time for high-level illusions, like the CGI de-aging process, morphing a weathered face into a youthful version of itself. AI also synthesizes realistic sound effects, composes original musical scores, and uses voice cloning for accurate dubbing, ready for international markets. Once the film is ready, predictive analytics generate personalized trailers for different demographics and forecast the exact release date to maximize impact. The entire pipeline has been streamlined. Instead of spending months on manual labor, editors and sound designers spend their time on creative curation. These tools were initially built for massive studios, but they are rapidly moving into the hands of independent creators, offering them a blank slate that matches the fidelity of a Hollywood production. An indie filmmaker working on a laptop can now achieve professional-grade VFX and complex sound design at a tiny fraction of what a studio would traditionally spend. This shift is pushing into new frontiers, specifically the rise of digital humans. Watch how this digital actor assembles from wireframes into a textured entity. These synthetic characters deliver emotional performances without stepping onto a physical set. The financial and physical barriers to high-level storytelling are shifting. High-end visual effects and complex sound design are no longer tethered to a multi-million-dollar studio budget. Integrating these levels of automation into a creative industry creates immediate ethical friction. The industry is currently grappling with the reality of deepfakes, job displacement for VFX artists, and purely formulaic stories. Relying strictly on data and optimization threatens to strip away the unpredictable human artistry that gives cinema its soul. The future of movie making depends on a delicate balance, leveraging the efficiency of AI while protecting the human creative spark that makes a story worth watching.